How to switch into the 3D modeling? आपको बस simply क्या select करना है? Just click on this portion and go to 3D modeling, right? And after that, what we do? हमने switch visual styles देख लिए थे, right? So what's the visual style do, and then what's the visual style is, and then next one is your standard primitive, right? तो हमने standard primitive देखा था, how to create my standard primitive parts. Yes, you know. To use this thing and how to get this part. That's clear, all of you? Any question regarding this? कोई डाउट है इससे रिगार्डिंग? यहाँ तक किया था यस या नो, तो कुछ तो बोलो. यहाँ तक कहाँ तक किया था हमने, यहाँ तक किया कि नहीं किया, कुछ यस या नो तो बताओ. हम्म यहाँ तक कर चुके हैं कि नहीं? हम्म, कर लिया था, राइट. Then next will we talk about the extrude command. Okay, loft, revolve, and sweep. These four commands will we talk about right here. Okay, how can we use these commands? Why we use this part? Suppose we have to. I don't want to create by directly any box anything, but I want to create solid model by use of this part. So I select here is a rectangle. Dimension is by 100 by 50, and this is my rectangle, right? And then I want to create here is a circle. Okay, this is my circle, right? And then I want to create here. Take one polygon also. This polygon. And then I want to make this in form of 3D. This is my 2D model, right? And then I want to create this in form of 3D because I know about how in box we define the first of all is rectangle. And after that, we define as a solid model by just assigning its heights. Okay. Then for this purpose, what we do, first of all, I change this view to the isometrics. Okay. And then come to the next part is your wireframe to conceptual for better way visualization. And then next one we will use here to do extrude. Extrude command is used for getting depth or height, whatever you want. And just click in the border of this part. So first off, select the extrude. And then come to this part, select the object, and then click on the border. Not the inside this object, just click on this border, and then hit the enter. Then what we get here just specifies height. What's the height you want to specify here? Just 100 I want to be. Then what we get here we got this theta. Same one again, we take our extrude, click on the this surface and then enter it, and then what we get here we got this type of thing. And then also come to this part and then click close shape will be for the solid piece, and then if you have the close shape then you can create here. Okay. And what's happen, you can create here is a line. Suppose I want to create here is a line, and such creating this type of line, and I want to extrude this line. Then what will be happen? When we click on, then this line will be also extrude, but is this looking like as your simple wall type? Okay, this is simple wall type link, and its thickness is very minimized. Okay, this is your simple wall type, right? This is called my extrude. Extrude is generally used for extruding something and then making something, right? Then this is called my extrude command. Okay. Suppose here I want to create here is a rectangle. Okay. I want to create here is a rectangle. Not shape. Okay. I just create about the circle like here. Okay. Okay. Then about the circle in right here, and then what we do? Just click on that, and I want to extrude this command. Extrude is basically used for I just click here, and then I also extrude this in there inside this part, right? Then I will also extrude this portion, and then here I set this value, and this will be created. Okay, anything you can create here by use of this way. You can also want to create here is your file. Okay, and then you can also create the circle. Anything you can create here, just specify center point. Okay, midpoint, right? 1 second. Okay, midpoint here is nearest point. Okay, that's fine. Okay, all part will be there. I just specify here, and then I also specify this center point. Okay, and this is where we meet this portion to this. Okay, here we meet. Any of the parts we meet here, and then create a circle, and then extrude it. Okay, just find out this border and then enter. Then once we go here, here we got this extrusion command, right? You can use extrude command is anywhere, any parts of this part. Okay, just locate this portion and then make this 2D to convert this into form of 3D, right? This is called extrude. Simple extrude command will be used for the converting the 2D face to the 3D face, right? Okay. Next one will you come here to the talk about is loft command. This is simple way you can create your data. This you that's to convert into the 2D face into 3D, but giving is heights. This is the extrude. Then come to the next part is your loft. What's a loft do? Okay. So and first of all, for the loft command we use loft to do. What's the loft do is it okay. First of all, I create some diagram. Suppose I create here is a rectangle first. This is my rectangle, okay. And then again I create here is rectangle. Okay, is a small rectangle for this part. Okay, move it by use of geometric center and then arrange this in form of geometric center, center to center. Click on this part and then I just convert this into a row section. Okay. Then what we do? Just select the loft first. Okay. Select here is a loft. This is my loft. And then here select crossing section and loft order. So how can we select here? First of all, select this portion. And then again I select this portion. Then what will be happen? These two 2D pairs is connected to each other, make is I enter it and then enter. Then make is this portion, this type of thing, right? By using of do the effect, we can make this type of thing by the use of this path thing. Okay. But we can also create a circular way. Okay, if you have the circle right here, suppose I have this circle, and then again I create a one circle also inside it. Okay? And this is my 50 circle, okay. And then I just move over sides. Okay. This is my over section. Okay. And then select our loft command here. Okay, select the loft first and then select first object and then this object, right? Hit the enter and this portion. Then once we go here, yeah, we got this type of thing. Okay, this is made by use of loft command. Okay, all the things you can create here is by use of the loft command. You can also create many of the types of things you can create here by using the loft command. Suppose here I create a rectangle first, and then I create again the rectangle one, again one rectangle and put here is this portion. And then I want to select this and then put here the above section, above the straight left position, and select the loft, and then select the first portion to the next portion. Then once you get here, you can get this type of thing also. First, this position is matter. Which type of matter position you can take here, then will be created this type of thing. Okay, this is a just piece we can use create here. And you can also use here two different type of things. Suppose here I use here just a circle per rectangle first, and inside it I create a one circle and select this portion, and then go this circle to the above section, and then what we do? Select first of your loft. First section is this and this. Just click on it. Then what you get here? Here we got this type of object, and then inside you and the base point we have the rectangular, and then if you go to the upward, what will we go say? Here we got the circular part, right? And then if you want to face, you can make something right here. Suppose I want to create this portion, and after that rectangle I create here, and I make a small rectangle inside it, and then copy it. Cannot copy here, and just put here is center position, and just end it, and then use here to the hour section. Here, this is my hour section, and then here I select this portion, and then I delete it first, and after that I select this portion and copy it, C or enter. Okay, where we copy just a word. Okay, this is my copy portion. Okay, and then I make this type of thing. Right, I just create this type of thing and then copy. Again, I copy two things. Okay, this is copy of two parts. Right, and then what we do? First, doing this parts, I select the loft, and first of all, I select this object this portion, and this portion. Then once you get here, you get this type of thing where we can loft any parts right here. Okay. And then we can just enter it, and this type of portion will be created by use of the loft command. Okay. Again, I just copy one option also, and then one thing I do is I just select and not here to for this part. I just select and move it. Okay. This is the move portion, and then I want to move it this portion also. Okay. And then this is my move. I just want to move this portion. Okay. And then I want to create this part of the other way. Suppose I want to create here. This is my greater way. This portion selected, this portion I selected, and this portion we selected. Then once we go here, here we got this type of thing. Okay. Loft command is very useful command for making different type of shapes. And then suppose here I want to loft other way. First of all, I loft select this portion and then again select this portion, not the bottom portion. After that, I select the bottom portion. Then and then once we got here, here go we got this type of thing. Okay, this is your choice to how can we make this type of thing. Okay, by use of this way you can create of any of this type thing. Okay, up next one we use here is a rectangle. I see enter. Okay, I make this type of rectangle. Inside it I make a circle. Okay, this is my circle, right? And then I select it and then move on the upward section, right? And then again I want to make one thing also is rectangle. Okay, and then I select this and enter for move, and then select portion, and then where you want to move it, this portion, select this portion, and then I want to make this up. Okay, copy this all, copy this one and two, three. Okay, and this will be a portion will be used here. So the I want to show this portion is O, and this portion will be B. Okay. Okay, come to this path and then click on the loft first. Okay, and then I loft this portion. First of this and this and this. Okay, and this type of thing will be created right here. Okay, this will look like this. This will be going to be better. And if you want to show this part is in this portion, then first of all I click on this and this. This will be rectangular, and then above is my circular. And once we get here, we got this type of thing. Okay. Okay, anything you can make by use of left and loft. Inside the loft, we have different types of examples. And then suppose here I take here this type of loft. First of all, select this and this. And after the select inside it. Then once you guys here, we got this inside part is my is hollow. Okay, once we got here, we got this inside part is my hollow, and this will be portion will be shown. Okay, this will be loft command. By use of loft command, we make this type of thing and very effectively you can create it. Right? Okay. By use of this loft command. Okay, this will be created by use of loft command. Okay, this clear loft command. And then come to the next part is here. Okay, next part is my evolve. What's the evolve do? Just evolve your object. Okay, once we get see here is the example. I just make this type of example first. Okay, I'll enter. This is my add. Okay, this is my line, right? And then I want to create the SP line, SP, okay. And I click here. Okay, I just click here. Okay. And this will be portion I will make here. I want to show this. Okay. Here, this will be not perfectly shown. But okay. Okay. Just split. And then SP line I will check here. Oh, that's what. Okay. CD क्यों नहीं बनती है? ठीक है मैं दूसरी तरीके से ले लेता हूँ. ओके ओके चलो इसी तरह से ले लेते. So next one will be select is evolve. Evolve is used here to for the select which object you want to evolve here. Then enter the axis of the revolution you can use here. First of all, these and this. Okay. This is your axis of revolution, right? But this will be not proper with the axis of the revolution. That's why I just make a simple way. This is my rectangle, right? This is my rectangle, and then I make here is a line. Okay. Make here is a line, right? And this is my line. And then I want to evolve this rectangle. Just click here, select this object first, and then after that, enter. Not here. First of all, select the object, and after that, select the evolve object, and then this portion, and then enter it. Okay, sorry. First of all, select the object, enter. Then select your axis of the rotation. First of all, select this axis, and then after that, what to get here. Here we got this type of thing, right? This way you can create the axis of rotation, and then the next one will be you find out your angle. This is 360. Okay, I take here as 360, then you get a whole circular, right? This is my circular. If you don't want to show here in this form of this part, then what you do, just say again, you can make one rectangle out right here. Okay, just create this type of thing. And then again, evolve one we take here, and then I select this and then enter. And then I axis of rotation, I take here as an imaginary. And then I set right as a 180-degree. Then what we go say, where you got the semicircle of this part, right? If you write any of the angle, and then what you go say, here we got this type of thing. Okay? And if you want to, again, I use a rectangle first. Okay? And then I want to rotate evolve command and just click on this position first, enter, and select the axis on this part, not any other path. And once you get here, where you got the this type of type thing because okay, this will be how road type things will be created by use of the this part, right? And then wherever types of the rotation you can select it here, then we can create this type of thing and by use of the evolve. This is my evolve, my simple evolve command is here. Okay. Come to the next part is here. This is pass here. And if you want to create, I just SP line first. I create here the spinning. Just enter it. And then I want to create this line. Okay. And this will be created first. Okay. And after that, I use here to the evolve. This is my object, right? And this is my axis of this part. First to the next. Okay. And then after that, what you get here you got this type of thing. And then we write here 360-degree. Then you got this type of thing, right? And this will be created by using of this face. Okay. You can create by line, anything you can create. If you take here any type of object, suppose you're rectangular, circular, whatever. Suppose I want to take here as a ellipse, elliptical format, okay? And then I want to take here as a ellipse format, right? And this is my ellipse format data. And then here I write one line, reference line, right here. And then I want to show here to make this type of thing. Then first you click, just click the object first, and then after then select this portion, 1, 2, 2. And then once you get here we got this type of data. And then you can write here to 360-degree, and what you get this type of object, right? Okay. This is will be made by use of your ellipse, any of the object you can create and then make this type of thing. Okay. If you write here so polygon P or line, and I write here the number of size is 3. Inscribe in circle whatever you want. And then if you want to do this and then make this type of thing as a references line. Okay. Reference line is just show it to you how to create, but you don't need to show the reference line. Just create and this create. Then here you can create of this type of thing also. And then this is my 360. And then if you look like this thing, this is look like your specific type of thing. Okay. You can also specify as like a specific. Okay. If you don't need here, okay. This is the exciting. Okay. Making this type of tree, you can create many of types of object right here. Many of things. Suppose you can use a polygon, is hexagonal, 6 sides you get here, and then create. I just create this portion, okay. And then I what we do just select the evolve first, and after that I don't want to select here. I just save these points, and then what you get here, 360 right here. Then what we get here, we got this type of thing, okay. Just use of the simple hexagonal shape and make this type of thing. Many of things you can create here by use of this way. You can have the many of the options right here. Right? Just use whatever you want to use it. If you have this type of thing, suppose you can click here and then SPL I click here again, and then here my this portion I want to create. Okay, okay. This portion I create here, and then what we do for this pass, we use a evolve and create enter, select this to this, okay, and then once we get this type of thing, really guys. Okay. Just use of simple way, you can create this type of thing, this portion you can make here, okay, whatever you want to create here. But just a simple elliptical mode I create here, then once we create here, here of this type of. This is my evolve command, basically evolve command. I take too many examples for these parts, right? No, reference size is not important. Reference size is just a remember for parts to how the difference how many holes will be used, how different distance between your data. Okay, this is useful this part. Okay, reference lines is taken, but you can also take the imagery line. Not need to be create the reference first. If you need it, then you can create it. Create is best for us. Why? Because we can make the web perfectly. Then that's why we can create the reference line, but we don't need to create the reference. Just the reference point is important. That's it. That's clear. How to create your evolve, how to use your evolve commands, and then how can we make you this okay effectively by use of the evolve command. Okay, that's good. Okay, come to the next part is here. To the next portion is my sweep. What's the sweep do? Sweep is generally doing if you want to make, suppose I want to make this part, okay, and I want to make this thing inside the row. Okay, suppose I want to here, I want to make here as a road. Second, suppose I want to create here as a simple circle, and then I want to make as a road of this circular way. Sweep is used. You take the two object. One is your object, and second is your path. And then after that, you can create the object by use of the sweep command. So how can we do this? Just first of all, select my object first, then hit the enter, then select my the path, and then once we get here, here we got this type of thing. Okay? Anything you can create by use of sweep. By using the path, you can make anything. Then sweep is used. Okay, CP is useful for this part. Okay, for making this type of thing, this type of path right here. Okay, this clear. Sweep is mainly used. You can create any type anything right here. Suppose you can use a sphere right here. Okay, this is circular arc, whatever you want to here to do this thing. Okay, this is and if you want to create the rectangle, yeah, and then I just move it on and put here this part, okay, and then I click the sweep. Just click the sweep object first, then enter, then click on the this portion. Then once we go here, there we got this type of thing. Okay, this will be your just a path. You can follow flow and then make this type of thing, rows, whatever you want to show or want to make here. Okay, that's clear. How can we do this? Okay, how can we make this type of thing? Right. This is simple. Your 3D modeling, okay, by use of this way sweep. Okay. One example I take here for the sweep command is one thing. I don't talk about your helix, how to make the helix, HILIX helix. Okay. HILX is mainly used for the first. First of all, take here the this portion, and after that, check here your 100, right? And inside we take here is your 50. Okay, and then this will be portion will be used, okay, and this will be helical shape, and then take the height. Then once we get here, yeah, we discover the helix. Again, we talk about the helix. First of all, create the center point. After that, we create here the outer sector, and then next one will create here the inner center, and then after this, take a height, and this will be helical shape will be created right here. Okay, if you take here, suppose here I want to again create the circle, and this is 100, and then again I check 100, and then you can create it. So helix is created for the making your thread whatever you want to see. And then why we talk about the helix, because I want to need to make something, okay, to you for showing to you. Suppose here I take here the circle, simple circle right here, and then this distance is I take is a 15, this 8, and then I want to also use a circle right here. to the distance is my 15. Okay, that's it. Okay. And then I want to sweep it for this path and then see it's what will be got here. First of all, click this path and then select the path. Okay, this will be make sometimes. Okay, because this will be happen. And then what we will go here, we got the helical type spin, right? Okay. Same thing, if you have the same size of thing, then you can want to make here. Suppose first of all, we keep here this portion and then enter, then select this portion. Then what you get here, here get, okay, this type of spring also. Here we have this inside this path, helical spring, and this is also a part of the helical spring, right? But this way you can create your helical spring and whatever you want to create here. That's clear? Okay. And then if you want to again use the helix, I use make by the helix and then also a shift command and make this type of examples right here. Okay. And the next one was we do for suppose here I want to create a helix right here. Okay. And then helix, I just click the helix first. And then right here is 100. And then right here is the outer diameter is also a 100. And then I want to show here this portion. Okay. And then if you want to increase these turns, then how can we do these turns? T enter for the turns. And then increase these turns is not a number of T. I want to increase this turn in number of 6. Right? If you want to increase this turn, then use a T enter for the is. And then I specify its height is 200. Right? This is my shape of this part. And then if you want to show here is your as a trading types thing, then what should you do? For this purpose, you can create here is a polygon P or enter first, and the number of circles I take as 3. And then I want to make this center point. This is my center point. This is my square of circle. Okay. Just take this portion. Okay. And then your radius is you take here is your suppose 50. That's it. Okay. And this will be function we can make here. And then what we do, just I make it shift this command. Then how can we do this? Just click off the first part this, then hit the enter, then select this off portion. Okay. Sometimes this will be taken as try, and this will be make here. Okay. If you have the circle and then I want to show this in form of the trading, then you can also use this part. Suppose here I create here to the one thing as a cylinder. First of all, take this part and then I check here is 100. And then I create here is my is 200, right? And this value portion will be make here. And then I want to make here is a trading. Then I use a helix first. HILX is helix. Okay. Identify center point, right? Yeah, I just put here to make this portion is 1110. Okay. And then inside is 1110 also. Okay. And then I want to just check is 200 limit, right? And just select here and then am enter. Select the center point and make this center to center. Okay. Just match it. Okay, well, how can we match here? Okay, just I want to find out the center. Just I can find out here. It's my center point. Okay, right here. Okay, got it. Okay, 1 second. Again, I use a helix because I can't find out his center points. Helix, I want to here to find out the center point first. And after this, take is a 1110. Okay. And then again, when I take is a 1110. And then after this, I create here your distance is my 200. Right? After this, one thing I do here, first of all, I create a polygon first, POL enter. Take the size is same, is enter, hit the enter, and then I use here is your suppose is trend. Okay. Okay, simple is a trend. There it is. Okay. And then I want to show move it by use of the center position and put here is this bar. And then I want to also rotate this person, see this portion, not the other portion, arrow enter. And I want to conical face in this direction, right? I want to just show is a conical face in this direction. And I want to increase its size also, if this possible. Then I increase it. Okay. I just stretch this and then increase this portion. Okay. For the better way of looking. And then after this, I use a sweep command. First of all, sweep command, select the object first. This is my object. First of all, select this path and then select the object first. This is my object. Okay, select the path. Okay, and then what we will get here, we get this threading, right? This look like a thread, right? Or not? Okay, outer threading, right? For inside threading, we have the other portion will be also talk about this person, but this is called look like as a thread. Yes, yeah, no. This is looking like a threading or not. Okay, this clear to you? This is the simple way you can create your Helix and then shape command and make this better way. Clear? All of you? Mhm. I think clear to you. This example I can also try to make this type of thing also. Okay. Then come to the next part is here. Okay, got it. Okay, next one will we come here to the talk about the next part is here. My if I want, okay, here we have the sweep, right? And then I want here one thing I want here. Suppose I make arc, right? And then this is my arc, right? And then I use a circle, simple circle, right? And this is my circle length is 25. And then I use a shape first and create this portion first, and then hit the enter, then select the path. And then I want to make this portion in the hollow. Then how can we do this as a hollow portion? Okay, I want to make this as a hollow. Then how can we do this as a hollow portion? Then how can we do that? For this purpose, we have the one command is cell command. Where we find out the cell command? Here we find out the cell command. Here we got the cell command. Just click on the cell. If you want to create this hollow part, then what you click here is a cell. Then what you do, select the 3D solid. This is my 3D solid. Then what you do, next one we click here the faces first. Okay. All the faces first and second because here, then enter it. Then cell enter offset distance I take as a 1. And then once we get here, here we got your existence, and then once you go here we got this type of hollow portion. Okay, by this way you can make this type of hollow portion. This clear? How can we make this type of hollow portion by use of the cell? Okay, this will be shown as like a hollow. Okay, if inside this again we talk about the cells. First of all, select the cell, select our object, and then not hitting the enter here, just click on this face. If you select only one face, not in the this face, then what will happen? And then hit the enter. And then offset this and I take as a one, and then here I'll click here, exit. Then what you got here? Here we got this type of hollow, but when we see is that endpoint, I just move this portion to part because I want to see it. Okay. And then what we get here, this portion will be solid. Why? Because I select only one press, that's why we got only one portion is hollow and other portion will be remaining as a solid. Then if you show in form of 2D wireframe, there we have this type of hollow, and then not a 3D 2D wireframe, just uses X-ray vision. Okay. Then once we go here we got this alloy, and then this will be for solid portion. Okay. And then this will be make this type of thing. Okay. I just use all the conceptual mode. This is called simple cell. Again, we talk, say about how to use a cell. First of all, select the cell, select the object first. After that, don't hit the enter anything. You don't want to hit this. First of select the spaces. Which faces you want to get and follow. Okay, and then enter. And then click on the enter. Okay, offset distance 1. Right here's the offset distance, whatever you want. But size is limited. Sometimes size is very low, sometimes size is very big. Then offset distance will be very big far. Offset, what this is the option, this is distance. Okay. It to here. This is weight of this portion. Right? This is called offset. Okay. By use of the offset command, you can make this type of hollow thing when we have the circular part follow like this. Okay. If you need to directly create the hollow of the single part, you can create, we have an option for this also. Okay, but if you want to directly, though not for this part, when we have the circle and I want to make the hollow of the cylinder portion, rectangular portion, we have the option for this purpose also. But for these parts, we don't have any option right here. That's clear to you? Kim? And next one we will talk about is last option is my polysolid. What's the polysolid is? Okay. As today's last topic is my polysolid. Just click on the polysolid first. And polysolid is what we use. This is just used for, just we click here. And then for use for the making solid object, and then see enter flow close, and then what goes here for creating. For the civil architecture format, mainly for use for the making the outer wall directly, okay, by use of solid work. It come to the this part of the polysolid. When click on the polysolid first, and after that, we have the we can specify width, height, whatever you want. Suppose I enter, and then I specify height my 150 mm. Then what you guess here, my height is increases, okay, and then I write here is 100, okay, and then I make is my 50, okay, and make is this portion is my 100, okay, and then see enter close, and then here we make this type of thing, right? And this thing, this wall will be created right here by use of this way. Okay, also you can specify thickness. How can we specify thickness right here? Then polysolid by select here, and then this is my width section also, the blue enter, and then here I might be increase the width is 20 mm. Okay, then what will happen, my wall thickness is increases, right? My wall thickness is increases, and this will be greater. See enter, okay? And then you can create here this type of thing. Now, this will be a simple way you can use it. So you can increase the height of the wall, increase the thickness of the wall. Okay, this is polysolid. Polysolid is generally used for the making outer wall. Okay, and the civil person is the most civil and artificial person is mostly used for this part. But we have to for the mechanical person we have this command is also very important, and one command also important is placement. Placement we'll talk about as yesterday class. Okay, that's clear to you. Any doubts from the day class section? Because this is enough for today's, and then practice is first. After that, we continue as tomorrow. That's clear, all of. Any doubts from this today's class?